Hello, Monster Man here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 16 of my Nakai the Wanderer campaign, where we've got some orc problems and goblin problems. Quite a few of them, in fact. Yeah, okay, so there's quite a lot of orcs and goblins. Azhag is spilling out of the mountains to the north, and Zhao Ming is moving to meet him. Meanwhile, in the south mountains, we've got Plunk and Roger, who are currently moving to attempt to rescue Squidge, who has had to run away basically because we've got multiple armies heading in his direction. Meanwhile, Nakai and Gorok are still cleaning out Lustria from the filth that has infested it. Mostly humans. Humans are filthy. Yeah, they're gross. They're all pink and spindly and not covered in scales. Disgusting. Ew. Okay, kills pirates. Okay, you're gonna fight me, are you? Okay, fight me then. Strike now. Wait, then strike. Well, seeing as I don't have any chaos corruption, I'll pick that one. Good. Okay, is that? That's not. It's Conrad's. Little Conrad Weaver. Okay, we can't reach him. The likelihood of being spotted is high, but let's try an ambush anyway. Give it a punt. What kind of garrison do you have?
I'm surrounded by fools.
That is a beefy garrison. Gorok, can you deal with that? Do we think Gorok can deal with that? I reckon he can. We're gonna move in. Move in. Build some of them siege towers. Oh, you're still taking attrition because of the... Do I just go for it? Do I just go for it? Is there anything I can do to help? Not really.
Don't be done.
There isn't really anything I can... Do we just go for it? I'll mull that. I'm going to mull that over. What's going on over here? Okay, so we do have... Okay, so you are actually in range. So that's... We need to rescue Squidge. And to rescue Squidge, we need to hit these... No, in fact, what we could do is actually bring Squidge in, couldn't we? Now, they might run away from this. They might be like, oh, shit, son. That's it. Moving the chess pieces into position. You're going to run? Oh, no, you're going to fight. Well, that is a ballsy move. So we'll put these guys and... Can I not... Wait. Is that the AI? Can I not put the settlement on AI control? Or, oh, no, the settlement will be on AI control anyway, because it's not even my fucking army. Okay, so we'll put... Tell you what, we'll put Roger's reinforced... Because Roger is coming from our direction, whereas Squidge is coming from behind. So I think what we'll do is this. My god, they've got a lot of artillery. So we've got two enemy stacks to deal with, both with high quality green skin units in them, mishmash of all kinds of things, Doom Divers, Savage Orcs, Black Orcs. Then we've got reinforcements coming in on our right flank, and behind the enemy we've got reinforcements coming in for our side. So we can trap this army in a little vice, however my right flank is going to be, and I probably should have reinforced my right flank. I didn't. That was a bit of a mistake. Let's try to get some shots in there, take out those big uns. Arsaris should be a match for them. Spears managing to get a brace off just before they get the charge. So they're doing okay. Enemy reinforcements have arrived already very, very quickly. On the left flank, our cavalry are now dueling with the enemy cavalry. We've got some Savage Orc Boar Boys. Blessed Horned ones engaging the Forest Goblin Spider Riders. So the Blessed Horned ones should be able to rip those things apart. Like, that should be no contest. Fortunately, reinforcements have arrived just in time. Our Croxagore coming in for charges on the flank. Plunk a little bit surrounded here. I mean, he is reducing him to jam, but he's up against a lot of big uns, all who have anti-large, and of course he is a big boy. Oh, we just dropped a Comet Orbital as well. I mean, that should help. Ragnarok Spiders charging into the Saurus Warriors. Yeah, our right flank is struggling. There's a lot of stuff being thrown against those spears. While they are holding for the moment, they are being attacked from all sides and are losing ground. We do have more reinforcements coming in from our rear, though. These are AI controlled. Our cavalry is making a mess of their cavalry, so we've managed to free up this flank, and our reinforcements are pouring down the hill to come to our aid. Led by Squidge there. We're taking out those Goblin Doom Divers before they can do any more damage. And the Croxagores charging down into the trees and against those Savage Orc Arrow boys. Warboy Biggest charging in to try and counter that, but in turn there they're going to get hit in the flank by our Saurus Warriors who are coming down behind the Croxagores. They're now trapped. They ain't going nowhere. Little banishment coming out there as well to give them a nice sucking off. This battle is absolute pandemonium. No idea what's going on. Got the emotional support Sneck. Or the Danger Noodle. Emotional support Danger Noodle. There we go. There's units all over the place. There's no front line. God knows what's going on. There's just duels going on all over the place. You can see the Bastiliodon Arcosotek is fighting a giant at the moment. Not a particularly good engagement for him, but fortunately he does have assistance as the Razordons riddle that thing with, well, basically just throwing everything but the kitchen sink at it. And potentially the kitchen sink. Hopefully trying to save that Bastiliodon, but I don't think we will be able to. And you can see the Salamander running away from the Night Goblin War Boss. I think that Bastiliodon... Oh, is he going to get away? He's got 653 hit points. That Giant's actually taking a lot of fire. Why are you dropping rocks at him, you stupid bastards? That's not going to do anything. Okay, we've had to get Plunk out of that fight because it was too much for him. He did get 68 kills. Very good, but still. He did have a Giant and a... what's this thing? A spider. A big spider. He had a big spider eating his face, so that wasn't great. This doesn't feel like a decisive victory. This feels like a trade. Fortunately, we've got more stuff to throw at the problem. And finally, losses starting to take effect on the enemy leadership. Just 4 Orc boys. They were still in the fight until the entire army broke. If every fight's like this, it's going to be tough. Ow. That hurt a little bit more than... oh, yeah, those... I think it was most of the reinforcements crashing into my flank. So we lost a few units there, but... that's fine. We can weather that. Send them scurrying back from whence they came. Can we follow them up? No. That's okay. As long as they don't have... I don't think they have Lightning Strike. Well, you know, he might. You know what? We have got so much that I could just replace them with blessed units, couldn't I? Really. So we can spawn one of them. And we can spawn one of them. jobs are good and all patched up. Now, the AI did that. I would call that bullshit, but it's different when it's me. So... Thick-skinned could take that. Got Proud Warrior, Sacred Guardian. Do have the cold ones. So let's grab that one. And that one. Just because I like my cold ones. What can I say? They're good boys and I love them. Okay, we've got the Venomous Spit, which is good. We could do some Wistian's Wild Form. Why not? I guess Earthing wouldn't be the worst choice. Less chance of blowing yourself up. Okay, you're all good. Squidge. 2 skill points could make you cause terror. Don't think that's going to be done. Oh, you don't have any, like, melee skills yet. Okay, well, let's get Proud Warrior, because, you know, beefing up the Saurus is never not going to be a good idea. You're now on a Carnosaur. That's pretty rad. Pan's Impenetrable Pelts. Speed, melee defense, and physical resist. That's actually pretty fucking legit. That is a pretty legit spell. Okay, let's get the free banishments. Looking like a free banishment. I do like Curse of Anra here. Let's get magical reserves as well. Oh, so many skills. I guess you could be Enforcer of Order, because that does boost against greenskins. So, you know, we're going to be fighting a lot of greenskins. Like a lot of greenskins. We're going to be fighting so many fucking greenskins. Including the fact they've also got Waaghs. So there's multiple stacks, and they have Waaghs at the same time. Let's just scoot you a little bit closer. I think we're going to have to do blob for blob. Oh, also, we've got the Skink Squads. Skink Squad. Skink Squad. Skink Squad. Good. Okay, so Gorok. Do I attack? Do I attack? It could be a little bit dicey, actually. Tell you what, let's continue the siege.
I'm surrounded by fools.
Yeah, well, I might need Gorok to come and help. Because we're going to take attrition there. Plus...
Don't be a fool.
I feel like if I try and take the walls will be defended by Depth Guard. We'll be tired. The Depth Guard will then fucking wreck my Saurus. They will fucking destroy them. While they're getting shots. So, you know what? I might actually... I just don't think we're going to be able to do anything there, to be honest. I think we might need to wait for reinforcements. We'll sit there and basically make life awkward for them. Because their corruption's dropping. They can't come out. I can't go in without additional reinforcements. And I can't lay siege because I'll take attrition and then they'll just attack me anyway. It's awkward. I'm in an awkward position. Hey buddy, you want to be friends? Yeah. I thought you might. I'm hoping that if all the orcs are spilling eastwards, that my allies in the west might be able to do something. Although I did notice there's a lot of action around Blackfire. Yeah, okay, so the Empire's not looking so good, but then they are currently doing a Waaagh. Oh shit. That's a lot of stuff. That's so much shit. We could just go and attack them. They won't be able to bring everything in, but they will be able to bring most of everything in. Oh, fuck, I'm like, let's do it.
Let me think about it. Now.
They don't have as much. They don't have as much artillery. We are still a little bit beaten up. Do we have anything? Okay, no, not really. That's going to be a big ruck, isn't it? That's going to be a big ruck. Okay. We're going to do it. Plunk you as well. And then Squidge leads. Squidge leads the fights. It says Pyrrhic victory. We're going to leave Plunk on AI control. That may not be the best idea. Mind you, Roger's going to come in later. So maybe Roger's the best option. We'll do that. Okay. Got a lot of boys in this fight. And I have put some of my reinforcements on AI control. Now, what this does is it means that they actually come onto the battlefield, because obviously you can only have 40 units on the battlefield at a time, but if they are under AI control, they count as like a separate army, and so therefore you can have 40 more, which means we can outnumber the enemy. So currently the enemy number is at 2,600, we're at 2,500. Now, of course, the downside of that is you can't control what they're going to do. So we've already kind of been harassing the enemy army with Slobster over here on his Pterodon. Dropping some spells on them, a little bit of Flock of Doom here or there, just to try and goad them to attack, but they have been resolute in holding the high ground. So I guess if they don't want to come and play, we'll have to go and get them. Okay, we've got some why are you sending your salamanders in to engage the Orc Boar Boys, you fucking lunatics? Jesus Christ, why are you meleeing the Wyvern? I swear to God, the AI is smarter than this when they're not under your control, when they're not like on your side. I swear to God. No, they've got a melee salamander. Fine, whatever. Whatever. Right, on the right flank, we've got a little engagement here as some Orc Boar Boy Biggins engage the Hopak cohort. We've also got Savage Orc Biggins charging out from the trees there, backed up by Black Orcs. Some more Orc Boar Boy Biggins coming in from the flank there as well, trying to get around behind us. But the Horned ones, the Blessed Horned ones, are waiting for them. Charging down the hill, they've got pretty big bonuses. Stats there, 80 melee attack, 68 melee defense now, thanks to Pan's Impenetrable Pelt, which is going to make them very hard to take down. So the right flank should be secure. However, the main issue is going to come in the center, where they are throwing all of their infantry, and of course orcs and goblins do kind of excel in the infantry. Arsaris resolutely holding the line. You can see the Dreadsaurian actually taking a bit of a chunk of damage there, which is not ideal. We've got the Whirlwinds coming in, carving their way through that infantry, doing some fairly decent damage. I mean, also carving slightly through us as well, but only slightly. Our line of Cyrus is starting to thin. Fortunately, we have reserves coming in to join the fray. That Dreadsaurian is getting the shit kicked out of it. Something needs to be done about that. Right, well, I think we need to get Mr. Saurian the fuck out of there. He's not doing great. little dwellers below over here, which is going to do huge amounts of damage. That's a Curse of Anra here. There's his big jam moments. Where's Dreadsword? Oh, there he is. He's okay. You need to get. You need to get out of there, mate. Mate. Oh shit! You are getting wrecked. No, Dreadsaurian, flee! Oh, he's dead. Oh, surrounded by Black Orcs. Not a good place to be. Okay, we've managed. Look, our centre kind of broke, but we seem to have held long enough. The right flank is mopping up, and our Blessed Horned ones are now roving down the enemy lines, trying to knock out some of these missile units perched on top of the hill. Not that there's much left of them. We've taken down one of those Arachnarok spiders. The Dreadsaurian may have died, and some of our Saurus got absolutely torn to shreds. Fortunately, the Blessed Croxagore there to back us up. Keep those Black Orcs at bay, as well as those nasty Skulkers. The left flank seems mostly okay, thanks to our reinforcements. I don't know how much stuff they lost, but I'm sure it's fine. And the Blessed Horned ones now just hunting down as many units as possible. They are still feeding reinforcements in. They've got some artillery, some archers, some monsters as well, but all their infantry will have been already deployed. Taking out that Doom Diver. Got 15 kills. It's not going to get any more. Yeah, you better run, you little shits. We do have one giant still roving around that we need to deal with. That giant needs to be dealt with. However, our forces are now pushing up the hill, wiping out any survivors, killing off as much as possible. I don't know how many armies they threw at us here. I can't remember, but I think it was like 3 or 4 maybe. Or bits. So with any luck, they won't really have much left to hit us with. So now charging in, trying to take out that giant. He's taking a lot of damage. We've dropped Curse of Anri here on him, which has reduced his melee attack and his defense as well. Slog trying to pick him off there. Drips and drabs of the Greenskin Force arriving on the battlefield. But without being backed up, they're just being surrounded and torn to shreds before being replaced by more. See a few units still being chased down there. A few enemy generals that need to be picked off. I mean, for the most part, they're almost dead. And to be honest, an almost dead general's in some ways better than a completely dead one, especially if the army survives. Because if the army survives and the general dies, he just gets replaced with a full health one. Whereas if he's on like a slither of health, then you can just chase him up and jump up and down on him and he's dead. Just cough lightly near him, and that's the best. The best way is just with a slither of health, like where you just have to like literally just push him. Where he wouldn't survive pinch punch first a month. You get pinch, and then you'd be calling an ambulance. That's basically where you want him. Some trolls arriving to the battlefield, but there's not much left for them to actually reinforce. Ah, there we go. Army loss is finally taking effect. They threw 3,500 orcs and goblins at us. But we were victorious, even if we lost a Dreadsaurian in the process. Hi, I know what you're thinking, but don't panic. I control the horizontal and the vertical. I'll see up them, it doesn't matter. Anyway, the point is that, okay, so I had some footage that apparently has got corrupted in between that battle and the next one. Now, fortunately, there's not much time between them. However, it would mean playing through those previous two very large fights that both took me, I don't know, like half an hour each. I can't be fucked to do that. So basically, I'm going to draw you basically what happened. So there's some dinosaurs here. These are dinosaurs. Rawr. There we go. And some orcs. There. So we attacked the orcs. Obviously, that was the last battle. They got exploded. So that's the thing. We did have a few losses. The big dread saurian. So he's the T-Rex looking guy. This is my dinosaur. Don't worry about him. He's kind of like on 4 legs though, so he's not like a T-Rex guy, but he's not like a salamander. Anyway, so he's dead. And also, we lost some stuff. I replaced it mostly with like blessed units and shit, so don't worry about that. Meanwhile, over in Lustria, where Nakai is, I almost said Krokgar, but no, Gorok and Nakai. So Nakai's the alligator fellow, isn't he? That's what the camp. I mean, if you want to look, just look at the thumbnail. He's on that one. So he's there. There's Nakai. He just likes skipping. So he is skipping. That's my legs. And he's got like a hammer or something. I don't know. It's really hard, right? And it's like a thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Alright, so Itza. There's Itza. That's my castle. Itza was taken by those huntsman fellows. I can't remember what his flag looks like, so I'm just going to draw a dick, because that's what he is. And basically, there was an army in there, and there was an army, like, marching nearby. Like this. That was a full... So there's a full stack there. They're marching. And so Nakai was kind of like, oh, that's fine. So what I can do is I can go and attack these guys. And that'll draw the army from here and the garrison in. So that's basically what we're doing. So we're marching. I can't remember if maybe I moved Gorok away. I think I was thinking about laying siege with Gorok, and I decided that actually probably not. He's probably best to just wait out for Nakai. But I can't remember when that happened. That might have happened there. Might have happened before. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so all you need to know is that, you know, we did this and it was fine apart from this bit. And then Nakai is attacking an army near Itza and is pulling in the reinforcements, the garrison, settlement garrison from Itza, as well as the army inside. Neither of which is Marcus, but they've got some of his like special agent and stuff in there. So the next bit you're going to see is the battle. So I hope that's almost as good as having witnessed it. I think it is. I mean, obviously there's no colour there, but you're just going to have to... I could... Put some colour. It's like green. Perfect. There we go. So, good. This is the kind of quality that you've probably come to expect already on this channel. So, shouldn't... Probably seamless, if anything. It's probably mostly seamless. You probably won't even realise unless I actually told you. So that's good. Well, sorry about that lost footage. It's a shitter, isn't it? But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not going back and fighting those battles again, so you'll just have to make do with the artist's rendition. So we've got the enemy army here. This is the army. They have marched, so they're dead. However, they do have reinforcements coming in. They've got the garrison and another army. So we will kill these guys, and then once they're all dead, we'll kill the reinforcements. Obviously, they will be shooting us full of crossbow bolts. As much as they can. I like the way the Saurian just literally charges through people and they explode. That's just what he does. That's just how he rolls. Here come the temple guards. Of course, you've got the oracles there just gobbing spit at people. Apparently makes them explode. Is that probably one of the worst ways to die? Like watching an arc of Troglodon spit up heading towards you before you inevitably just explode into a shower of gore. It's definitely up there, isn't it? It's got to be in the top 10. So their front line didn't last long, and because their front line didn't last long, it turns out their rear line is going to last even less time. So we have immediately just smashed through their line and are now concentrating on murdering the important people. Like that. Good stuff. Croak doing his thing. Mostly because there's a bunch of people trying to run away, so we blew them up. Because, you know, it's hard to chase people down, but it's much easier to just explode the fools. Reinforcements have arrived, and there is quite a few of them. I mean, they are throwing almost 4,000 guys at us. That's a lot of guys. Spears and crossbow. I mean, to be honest, if they were throwing, like, great swords at me, I might be worried. So with most of the enemy army dead, or shattered, we need to pull ourselves back together. Pull all our forces back into formation to meet the oncoming reinforcement horde. Now, fortunately, because they're reinforcements, they will just charge us. They're not going to try and keep the high ground. The sensible thing would have been to, like, bring a cannon and then just sit on the high ground and shoot at me. That would have been sensible. This would have been a great position to, like, just bombard me from. They might have even succeeded. I mean, I doubt it, but they could have tried. I mean, we got a croak, so. Blech. Oh no! It was the Bretonian, the special Bretonian guy. He just got gobbed on and died. That's not very chivalrous, is it? Oh well, never mind. Okay, here come those reinforcements. There are a few units rallying, coming back to the fight. I did think that would probably happen. We're going to use the Feral Cold Ones to hunt down any missile units. Everything else I'm just going to ignore. We're going to hit them with those whirlwinds just to do a little bit of damage. There is an enemy wizard, yes. It is Croak, and he's about to blow you all to Kingdom Come, so look forward to that one. Ooh, that is going to sting, yep. Yep. Oh, and a comet. And the lightning. Yeah, no, that's... Alright, so far it's not looking great for the reinforcements. They came down with a lot of conviction. But after being exploded a little bit, it seems like they've lost some of that. Probably, you know, having to pick their way through the broken bodies of their friends. Not great on the old morale, really. And then being charged by dinosaurs. Imagine Jurassic Park, except the dinosaurs just lobbing sticks of dynamite around beforehand. That would be a very different movie. But also significantly higher casualties across the board, I would say. So what's left of the reinforcements are now running away. Yep. Okay, well. Nice to see you. Unfortunately, you know, that happened. So, yeah. Fucking nuked them. Holy shit. Well, no, not everyone is gold chevron. Well, everyone, the Blessed Temple Guard are not gold chevron yet, so we could maybe get that. But I don't really need the money, so I guess that's probably the thing to take. And then, with any luck, the defenders of it, yeah, they're pretty dead. Okay, we'll retake that then. There we go. It just kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Ooh, Talisman of Preservation as well. Okay, well that was pretty straightforward, wasn't it? That was pretty straight. Can you literally get all the skills? Because you're level 42. And I think there might only be 43 skill slots. I think there might only be 33 skill slots. So, don't know what you're going to be doing. I assume it'll just be like, you don't know, you can't spend it. Do I want a primeval roar? Sure, fuck it, why not? Fuck it. Hello. Oh, there's Luther. I was wondering where the little shit was. Alright, well, we've got to deal with that then. I need to get Nakai over here, but we've also got Rakarth now causing shenanigans. And the dwarves as well. No, you be gone. You piss off. Go away. Shoot. Go on, bugger off. I could always do this. I could always do that just for shits and giggles. And then I keep that campaign movement range going. Because that's going to come in handy over here. Where, with any luck, we've managed to blunt Skarsnik's attack. It does look like Waaagh is doing very well for himself, but currently he's Waaghing. And as such, pretty much every army is 2 armies. So that's tricksy, isn't it? It does look like Zhao Ming has maybe managed to push Azhag back, though. I have no idea how he's managed that. But good on ya, I guess? Good on ya. And I'll worry about Village next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.